Well, hello there. Welcome back. Hey, today I wanted to talk to you about how do we get really good video quality, good audio quality, without spending a bomb. As all the hoo-ha says, I'm Warwick Merry, triple certified virtual presenter and speaking professional. Hey, I know a lot of speakers or a lot of people who have said, oh, in the virtual world or hybrid, you've got to spend thousands of dollars to get your studio set up. Truth be told, it's not true. I'm a big believer in looking at what have I already got? What is some of the equipment that I have? What are some of the things that I can use that I can, the latest hack videos? How can I hack things and to get really good quality without costing the earth? Because here's the thing, you can spend the money. And I actually had a client of mine talk to me yesterday saying that they'd spent $2,500 on a camera that didn't really work properly and they couldn't upgrade it from their particular system. And so they've ended up sending it back and getting a full refund. And the question was, what camera should I get? Oh my God, what should I get? What should I? And I said, well, you've probably already got it. Now, don't get me wrong. Personally, I use a DSLR camera, but I did buy it secondhand off eBay, and I'm really happy with the look. It's a step up from a webcam. Webcams don't get you that depth of field, and it's less about the camera and more about the lens. But I'm really happy with what I've got. And when I was looking, a couple of years ago, the kind of camera that I was getting recommended from the experts was $1,000 for the camera, then $1,000 for the lens, and then you had to buy the interface. And I'm just like, oh my lorks a lordy. Now, some exist. You might have a fantastic DSLR, and for the price of a cable, say $20, you can then plug it straight into your computer. So many of the camera companies now, like Canon, Nikon, they have all come out with these fantastic apps that'll just turn your DSLR camera into a webcam. And it's so for the price of a cable, that's well worth checking out because that could work so easily for you and, for the cost of a cable. But one of the best cameras in the business. Well, hello, Super Steph. Lovely to see you this morning. Here's Steph. Come on. Hello, Steph. One of the most exciting and best quality cameras you've already got. That is, of course, your phone. There's some fantastic things that you can do that quite easily just set up your phone as a camera. So I'm just going to bring up the Epic Cam. The software I use for it is Epicam. It's by Elgato, which is a fantastic company. They do some great things. You might have heard of Stream Decks and other sort of hoo-ha. So if we just have a quick look here, you'll be able to see this. So what it does is, and this is all their whiz-banginess, so you can set up your camera as your phone, and there's 4 steps. The free app, you install the driver, and then you can connect via USB or Wi-Fi. USB is always better, but Wi-Fi works, and then away you go, and you can do different things. Anyway, that's the website up here, elgato.com /en/epic. Look, just search Epic Cam, EPOCCAM, and that'll get you what you're after. So it's a very easy way to set it up. Let me see if I can just quickly change my camera settings here. And I can, and this is it. This is my camera. Hang on, let me turn it around. Here I am. So this is me, and the quality is good. My nose is a bit shiny, but that's more about my nose than it is about the camera. And because it's your camera, you can zoom in and stuff on your webcam. So if you need a second camera, sometimes I'll use them as here's a document camera. Here's, oh, look at that. Isn't that exciting? So you can have that set up as a document. This is the shakes is giving me wobble factor. Let me go back here oh, that's much better. So you can do that kind of stuff with your webcam, just using that as a second camera, as a first camera. Julian Mather, a good friend of mine, amazing camera guy. I've got to say, though, he's got this new Facebook group, which is so cool. And I saw a hack the other day from him on how do you get your camera in the middle of your screen so when you're looking at your notes that it shows you looking at your notes. So he's got a really cool new club, a group, private group on Facebook called the New Video Professionals Club. I've got to tell you, so worth checking out. There's some very, very cool things in there. And he does some X-ray videos, cool stuff. Check it out. And so he is ex-ABC cameraman for 20 years, and he only uses iPhones for his camera. You can have multiple ones set up. So look at the existing technology you've got. People often talk to me about, what about microphones? What microphone should I use? One of the best microphones, if you're just sort of starting out, the microphone that comes with your phone, that you can just have one in your ear and just dangle down, maybe in your shirt or something. They're a pretty good microphone, and they're designed so that if there is a bit of wind, that it'll deal with that kind of stuff. So they deal with a bit of air movement. They can be a great microphone. Sometimes it's not the microphone, it's the room. And doing things like hanging up your doonas or duvets, or whatever you call your bed, the thing you put on your bed that used to be a blanket, now it's something else. If you hang it over a cupboard door or a door or put it around your room, they are really good at absorbing sound. If you've got a floorboards or tiles, just putting down a rug, that'll absorb a whole lot of sound. There's a whole lot of things you can do. In the room here, you might have seen on the vision before, I have my cupboard door open where my clothes are, because clothes are really good sound. I've got some sound padding on the wall. It was the cheap stuff from eBay. I don't think it's the official sound deadening, mega amazing foam, because I don't really need it. Let's face it, if you're speaking or presenting, there's no way they'd say to you, oh, when you turn up to the venue, can you bring your microphone and the amplifier and the AV gear and the data projector and set that up? If they want amazing sound and amazing visuals, that's when you say, great, what studio are you using? I have one, and I'll happily pass the costs on to you at cost. So you don't need to have an amazing mega studio at home, but you've got to have something that's on brand. And if you're just starting out, or you're just looking at how do I take it to the next level, maybe second camera, look to what you have. Look to what is the different microphones. Because I do a little bit of music stuff, I had a couple of microphones lying around that I just integrated into the setup that I have. So use what you have first. And then when you want to upgrade, look at, okay, what are the next steps? How do I get better at this? And it doesn't have to be brand new. I've got to be honest. Some of the new stuff's awesome. But as I said, I've got a 10-year-old DSLR that I got off eBay for a couple $100, and it works really well for me. So don't go broke doing what the gurus tell you. I think that's an important message. So look at what you've got and how you want to set it up. If you need any help, I'm happy for you to give me a buzz, and we'll have a conversation about some of the stuff that you can do. At the very least, have a look at this, onlinepresenterpro.com/get7keys, and it'll advise you on some of the 7 keys that you really need to make sure that your online presenting is awesome. Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm going to be back here again next Thursday at 9 a.m. Good to have you here, Steph. It was lovely having you on the show, and I look forward to your company next time. Thus endeth the live stream.